Hang on a second. My microphone's a little loose. I gotta dust off my little TARDIS. Mommy! There's an ape on the camera! Uh, I think this thing is live. Okay, good morning. Some of you may be on here, some of you may not be. At least my nab St. Sean. Yes, this is why I don't have to wear a summer in the winter, wear a sweater in the winter. This is me, raw, and in my pants. I was supposed to be at work this morning, but I got up this morning and I flipped a coin. It was perfectly fair, you know? It was heads, I stay home, and tails, I don't go to work. And so there was a 50-50, pretty much 100% chance I wasn't going into that. Okay. But ladies, gentlemen, and children of all ages, get ready to shit your pants. Because if the one report I have in is accurate, a lot of the rumors we've been hearing over the past few weeks regarding the events in the giggle are going to come to pass. Basically, the only thing I can figure out is this is RTD giving a whole lot of people the finger, saying, I can do with the canon now what I want. It almost feels like a retaliatory strike against all the people who jumped up and down on his friend Chris Chibnall. I even read a comment this morning about how blah, 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 this, and most of Chibnall's scripts were poor for Torchwood. And I'm like, of course they're going to quote Cyberwoman because that's probably the only one they watched. But it's like, oh, so we're going to conveniently forget Exit Wounds, Countryside, and all that, which were probably some of the best episodes of Torchwood. Yeah. All right. Who did a warning? YouTube this morning. Okay. It is going to get nuts. Yep. That's what I fully believe, Alistair. I agree with you. I believe RTD is like going, hey, fandom, I'm back. Guess how many fingers I'm holding up? You know, that's what I think he's doing. Because if what I've read is true about what's going to happen in the giggle, shit's going to be really real. I'm talking they are going to take, oh, I don't care. Don't get me wrong. I'm still looking forward to this episode. Besides, a lot of people seem to think that I didn't like any of the episodes so far. I did. I didn't like last week's as much as I liked the first one, but it wasn't horrid, decrepit, entertainment. It was still a fun episode. I said I really love it when they use actual prosthetics instead of going the easy route with CGI. Well, if you do CG, it's not really that easy, but you see what I mean. Yeah, exactly. I'm really excited because I've seen some of the clips they've released this week, and so far, Neil Patrick Harris, he's delivering. I haven't even seen the episode yet, just off that one clip. He is delivering, laying down the law. I'm not kidding. It's just he is an incredible actor. And after I saw him play like Count Olaf and all that, in the Netflix version of A Series of Unfortunate Events, not the Jim Carrey movie, which led to nowhere. Nothing I have against Jim Carrey, He's one of my favorite entertainers. But I love Star Beast. Wild Blue Yonder I can agree with that. It's just the only thing I'm finding disappointing so far is these aren't 60th anniversary episodes. This is the Dr. Donna reunion. The only tribute really in the first one is, oh, look, here's a wig, just like we did in Stones of Blood. And oh, look, here's this. Look for the Easter eggs. And of course, they're going to slip Bonnie Langford into this next one because we already know Mel's been cited. And so, yay, as far as 60th anniversary goes. And of course, you'll say, okay, we're bringing back the Toy Maker. All right, but there was a host of other villains out there, I wouldn't mind seeing coming back either. And I'm hoping RTD is leaning in that direction. Okay. Let's talk about it. Let's see if I can get my messages up. Okay. Oh, sorry, I gotta scroll back a little bit. Okay, all right, sorry. It's just taking me a moment because this is like really small writing, okay? It's like, but basically what's going to happen from what I've read is this. Now, sit back. If you don't want any spoilers, plug your ears. But from what's being said, all right, and I can't warn you enough because this may come to pass, okay? Yeah, we kind of knew Mel was going to be in the giggle because when they took her photo for Doctor Magazine, the what do you call it, the helipad set we'd been seeing in the filming was right there. She's standing on the helipad set. So remember, witches dance naked in the woods. Really? Are they good looking? All the ones I see have warty noses and look like Bette Midler. Not like Bette Midler's that bad looking, but still. And that one that looked like Sarah Jessica Parker, I thought that was a horse. Sorry, I'm just kidding. All right. From what I've been reading, and like I said, I've just been. I really was gonna sit on this, but I'm like, oh God, if this is true, there's supposedly a leak that says this: Shuti Gatwa is going to be pulled from his timeline by the Toy Maker. Now, apparently, Shuti Doctor and Tenant 14 Doctor are going to meet. And he and Shooty Doctor, I'm just saying Shooty because I don't like saying 15, 14, because then I start getting confused because my brain goes into lockup. And then I start singing bad songs like, in 1814, we took a little trip along Colonel Jackson down the mighty Mississippi. You see how my brain just went off on a tangent? That happens to you when you get older. You know what really freaks me out? About a decade ago, right in the middle of work, I'm sitting there. I think I was putting on a castle nut or something like that. And suddenly I remembered the theme to the Far Out Space Nuts by Sid and Marty Krofft. Okay, shit like that happens to you when you get older. Okay, and I knew every lyric. All right. I still get hit with Lost Saucer every now and then, if you remember that one, Jim Neighbors, Ruth Buzzy. Okay, this is what I've been reading. All right, Donna and the Shooty tell the Tenant 14 Doctor he needs to stop and take a rest. And get ready for this. Apparently, Tenant Doctor at the end of this is going to go off. Yes, they are doing the two TARDISes thing. Okay. And he's going to eventually regenerate off screen into Shooty Doctor. And when I'm reading, it says it will happen at the right time and in a closed timeline. You see what they're doing here, right? I'm not kidding. They might as well have just given all the guys at Big Finish the greatest wet dream they've ever had. Because so it's not exactly going to be a split regeneration. It's reminding me about how we met Mel Bush back at the end of A Trial of a Time Lord. Remember, Mel comes in, Doctor takes off with her, and she's supposed to be a future companion. It's kind of like going to be that deal. Okay? Because I also have another text that says this. All right, let me read you what I have. This was apparently off Reddit or 4chan, but everything they've said of the previous two episodes has come to pass. So let's see what they have. Okay, I'm trying to get. Now, in this version, they says the 14th Doctor regenerates. He finds he hasn't changed, but the 15th Doctor is next to him, and this is where the what the hell's going on here bit with Shooty comes in. And then both of the doctors, the Shooty Doctor and the 14th Doctor, point at the Toymaker and say, I challenge you to a game. The Toymaker then gets annoyed and says, that's cheating. There's two of you. But Tenant Doctor 14 says, but according to the rules, you can't say no. And he accepts the challenge. Now, together they manage to win this game. And the 14th Doctor's prize, the Tenant Doctor, was to banish the Toymaker from existence. After the game, 14th Doctor, 15th Doctor, Dawn, and Mel discussed the consequences of their actions, mentioning Sarah Jane, Adric, River Song. And Donna, of course, tells the doctors, why don't they just take a break and enjoy a simpler life? That's when, Shooty Doctor remembers he hasn't said what his prize would be, a second TARDIS. And now Tenant Doctor stays behind while the 15th goes off in his TARDIS. So that's the other version I've heard of this. Okay, so like I said, they're like I said, but if we mention anything from the Jodie era, little brains will collapse. I can't believe people are still attacking poor Chibs even now. And like I said, I'm not going to harp on anybody in the comment box anymore because I have my opinion and you're not going to change it. And I'm not going to try to change yours. There's no point. Okay. Maybe in time, you'll go back, look at things, and you'll have a change of heart. Not my job. I'm just here to state the facts. This is what I have heard. And it kind of scares the shit out of me. But at the same time, it makes me think this is, RTD going, hey, guys, you. And I can't show you that finger because YouTube would have a fit. Okay. Exactly. These guys act like, Jodie Whittaker, Mandip Gill, Tawson Cole, and everybody else showed up to their house, somehow magically beamed in on their set and stuck a gun in the side of their head. No, they didn't. These guys watch these things. Literally, I guarantee you, there's notes of some kind being taken, whether it be laptop, tablet, or like I do, the good old-fashioned paper and a pen. And hell, I got a clipboard right here I barely use, but it's still on my desk. It's back. It's called a 19th / early 20th century tablet. It never runs out of batteries. Exactly. They do this for views. They sit down and they literally nitpick everything they can for views. And they're doing the same thing to Russell T Davies. They're already nitpicking stuff about the Shooty's doctor, and he hasn't even been on yet. Ugh, it's amazing to me. It just really is how sad and how far we have fallen. I'm not kidding. If the internet did die, as long as I got a copy of Fallout, I don't care. I would miss all of you. I really would, but at the same time, maybe the world would be a healthier place. Social media to me just, there's great things about it, but at the same time, there's a lot of bad things that come with it. I agree with Silly Wee Films there. We all know who that is. You have to embrace change. You have to take risks. And I know. Oh, who was that? Turd Roddick? Or said he was done watching. He's never going to be done watching. I guarantee you that he goes to bed every night with a full-size body pillow with Jodie Whittaker's image on it. Just like them guys over at Midnight's Edge. I guarantee you every single one of them has a life-size Kathleen Kennedy doll. What they do with it, we don't discuss on this channel. Because they've always, Kathleen Kennedy's done this. Kathleen Kennedy was supposed to have been fired like 20 times, by now, according to these guys. Yet she's still there. She's still standing. Which tells me some people are quite obsessed. See, my Jody stand-up, she's still back there. It's just I was moving some stuff around, and she's hiding behind the treadmill here that I now never use. I kind of hate that treadmill being there. It's kind of looking at me like, how come you don't talk to me anymore? We used to get along, man. Okay, I agree with you. If I was running any major television production, I would eliminate all my social media. I don't blame you at all. If I was, in charge of a show. Oh, yeah, Chaos and Cardiff. Even I fell for that one, unfortunately. So, like I said, I can't harp on anybody too bad because I got suckered in by that one, too. I know like I said, it's just we're talking about people in general, Tristan, who are already finding fault with Shooty's era and hasn't even aired yet. This was the same merry band of boners who are picking on the Whittaker era before it even started. We're talking about people who are already prejudged how they're going to, pick on something. But before it's even been shown, which tells me where their opinion originally lied anyway. Now, not everybody in the world's going to like the same things, but if you actually watched something and you didn't like it, okay, I can understand that. But well, Jenna Ortega, I heard she just quit the Scream movie. She was supposed to be they were bumping her up to be a major character in the next one, and I think one of the main actresses got fired because she allegedly said something about the whole Palestine-Israel thing. I'm not sure what it was. And frankly, I don't give a shit. I think anybody out here in America right now who's walking around waving a free Palestine sign, they should be waking up tomorrow morning in the back of an old I'm trying to pick a good plane. C5 Galaxy. No, that would be too big. maybe a Starlifter or a Hercules, and they get airdropped into Palestine. Try living there for a while before you start telling us what the truth is. Ugh. Yeah, that too. She claimed it was due to scheduling conflicts with Wednesday season 2. There's going to be some overlap. But like I said, I have no problem with Jenna Ortega. I think she's a pretty good actress so far. So, um, Millie, if what I heard, Millie has actually signed a couple autographs here and there. So I'm not going to come down too hard on Millie. But it is kind of weird she started doing that after she got called a diva in the media. I know. I was never a big fan of the Scream franchise anyway. I don't even think I made it halfway through the first movie. So, just not my bag. But it was all ruined by woke SJW virtue signaling. See, if I wanted to, I could do that all day. I could even make me a little animated cartoon of myself. I can sit in the corner and, you know, like the colon guy. I made a cartoon version of myself. Look at me. Like I said, I'm not going to harp on Millie too bad because I heard she has opened up to the fans a bit. So that, and I haven't even seen her perform yet. So like I said, I trust me, I love most horror films. It's just Scream franchise didn't catch me. My favorite, hang on a second. If they get the child actor, I don't look at kids like that. No, I mean, sheesh. Trying to think of one. Like I said, it's I don't watch that much TV like I used to anymore, and even then, because like I said, I mainly watch all streaming TV now. I still have an account with Netflix. I don't know why. Uh, I thought for a second you were asking me who my favorite character actor is, and I'm like, one of my favorites of all time. Like I said, it's hard to narrow it down, but the name that always comes up first, off the top of my head, when I think of character actors, is Roddy McDowall. Because you could put Roddy McDowall in the most shit movie on planet Earth, and he just shines. Same thing with like John Hurt or anything like that. You just had this group of actors who could literally make a 24-hour documentary of just them reading old encyclopedias A to Z. Yet you'd be glued to it all the way up to Zebra. You know, it is from Aardvark to Zebra. You'd be there. Uh, Drew's okay. Like I said, I was really disappointed when they canceled Santa Clarita Diet with her and Timothy Oliphant. I really enjoyed that series. Yeah, plus they brought in Linda Lavin towards the end, somebody I haven't really seen, on a series in a long time. Oh, I think it says ads are running. You see, I keep getting this whole thing. Ads will be running for some users now. It's called uBlocker, and YouTube doesn't want me to discuss it with you. And guess what? It works. And I like Jodie Foster too. Like I said, but mainly her later performances. Well, I think like I said, I know we're gonna probably definitely be getting like a trailer or something at the end of the episode, just to, like a sneak peek of the Christmas episode. I don't think RTD would let that go. Okay, am I back yet? They always tell you when the advert's gonna hit, but they never tell you when it's done. Ugh. That's right. Come and watch the big old middle-aged fat man naked. Well, I'm not naked. I'm in my pants. I just didn't feel like putting on a shirt. I did a lot of hard work today. I took this finger and then I touched these buttons and I made work disappear. Okay. Why? Because one of the great things about signing a new contract is first of the year, all AWOLs are forgiven. um, I was never much into Frasier either. Like I said, I liked clips of it every now and then. I don't have anything against Kelsey Grammer or anything like that. Like I said, I liked Cheers back in the day and all that. I just didn't get much into the spinoff. Um, Another good actor, Kelsey Grammer. I can't complain. Let's see. I think that was about it. That's what I wanted to cover today. Is I wanted to warn you, yes, there's a strong possibility you're going to get the 14 and the 15 thing going on. Strong possibility they're going to leave in their own TARDISes. Let's see. But there is a couple things they have rebooted that I have enjoyed. I was shocked that I love the new Night Court. So give it a chance, especially if you're a fan of the old Night Court. I was shocked. I was like, okay, this is going to suck. And I've actually gotten quite a good laughs out of it. I can't complain. And they do pay a bit of fair tribute to those who have gone on. So, okay, I have got to get rolling, guys. I just wanted to sit here with you today in case you showed up for the parking lot. I ain't in the parking lot. Can you tell? I got to dust off my Halo helmet back there. It's starting to look a little dusty. So's my bear. He's stroking his bear on camera. Okay, so all I can say is, folks, let's just sit back, relax, and enjoy Doctor Who while we still have it. And we know it's going to be around for a while, so don't even worry about that. Just relax, enjoy the show, and let the universe flow about you. Let the Whovian goodness run through you and tweak your nipples in a happy, positive way. And tickle your ears and we won't go any further than that. Be kind, be calm, be safe. We'll see you all on the flip side. Take care, everyone. Enjoy your weekends. Happy holidays. Don't worry, we'll be seeing each other again likely on Monday. Catch you all on the flip side, kiddies.